Yeah, it was good to see him swing the bat well. He's been working hard in the cage. I know he's been kind of scuffling a little bit lately, and I'm sure the 2 days helped him reboot the system too. But great swings, one to the pull side, one the other way, and to me the biggest at-bat of the day is that sacrifice fly after he didn't get the safety squeezed down. But huge at-bats, does a nice job behind the dish. Good to have him back out there.
Clayton Richard, it looked like he was going strong without the rain delay. Maybe he finishes this game up?
He's definitely going back out for the 7th. There was no question about that. The rain delay ended his outing, and I think rightfully so. It was way too long to ask him to wait at that point in time. And Brandon Maurer was excellent. Phil Maton got in there and managed to score against us. Nobody's really scored against him all year since he's been here. So for me, those guys were really good, and they got the job done.
Looked like Will Myers was very comfortable in that leadoff spot tonight too. Accomplished what you were after and try to get him going.
Yeah, I think just give him a different look. We all know how talented Will is, and sometimes just a change of scenery helps a lot. So probably should have gotten to that point sooner, but there's so much confidence in him getting going in the 3-hole. But good luck for him. We'll go right back to it tomorrow and let him continue to do what he did today.
After that, they come back with 2 in the 7th, that rain delay. They get 2 in the 7th. You're thinking, okay, maybe a little bit of momentum is turning their way. But you guys kind of scrap back and get that key run in the 9th. Let's talk about the way you guys kind of hung in there after that.
Yeah, very resilient from our group of guys. I think the Carlos Asuaje single to put Spangsberg on third base. He got a split that was up a little bit and managed to pull it and puts us in a good scoring position. So our guys are, they fight. They're not afraid to continue to do that, and they've won a lot of close baseball games. I know we've had our fair share of getting blown out, but when it's been close, our guys have managed to figure out how to win a game, and it's a lot of credit to those guys in the clubhouse.
Get back to Clayton. What was key for him prior to the rain delay?
He's moving his fastball around. He's back to commanding it really well. I think his last couple times out when he's hasn't been as sharp as he normally is, he was struggling with that fastball command. Couldn't quite get it in on righties. I think you saw a few times today where he got it in on Franco. The one mistake he made to Tommy Joseph, they tried to come in with him with a 2-seamer, and he ran back middle and hit it out to right. But outside of that, I think Clayton was sharp today, and it was good to see that form again.
Did Austin fight you at all to play yesterday?
Yeah, he wanted to play. It wasn't like a knockdown, drag-out fight or anything. It's not worth publicizing that way. It was just like, hey, I can go. And to me, it was his long-term health and ability to impact games the rest of his career for us is more important than pushing him for one game. But every player, as a manager, you want them that way. You want to have to exercise the discernment to keep them out of the game. You want them wanting to play. And things like credit to Hunter Renfroe. He got drilled pretty good today, and he's staying out there as long as he possibly can until it's hard for him to even throw right now with his finger the way it is after getting hit by a pitch. But these guys are tough. They want to play baseball.
How's he doing?
He's sore right now. We'll reevaluate him tomorrow, kind of figure out where he is. I don't think anybody thinks it's broken, but the way it hit him, it just kind of tipped his finger pretty good. He's got a nice little blood blister under his fingernail. It just gets hard for him to throw.
So that went off his forearm? And then
forearm to the finger, so it ended up getting him in 2 places, and I think he's wired to be tough, so he was going to gut it out and stay out there.
Hedges had the 2 home runs, obviously, and then his third at bat, he had a long fly ball as well. Comes up the 9th, you had him showing run for those first 2. What was just sort of the thought process behind that at bat in the 9th?
He's really good at that. I mean, he's really good at getting the safety squeeze down. And, for as well as he'd swung the bat today, you got a strikeout pitcher on the mound with a very good split and a very good high fastball. And if you're, evaluating where his strengths and weaknesses reside, that's not the greatest matchup, which is great credit to him that, even with 2 strikes, he managed to get the job done today. So that was a great job after not getting the safety squeeze down.
Most of his power is pull side. Is there more opposite field power in him?
Yeah, I think he's got that for sure. I remember seeing a number of home runs last year in El Paso, balls he hit out to right field. It's in there. To him, it's syncing up his timing. Occasionally, he gets caught with his hands, and they don't get to the right position. They kind of drift with him when he strides. And he's worked hard in the last week trying to clean that up. And even yesterday when he went into BP, he was like, I want to take BP today because I think I found something, even though he was taking the day off again. And his BP yesterday was really good. So we hope he continues to build on what he found.
Are you able to move Will to the one spot if Perrella's not hitting the way he's hitting right now?
It'd be a short lineup. It'd be a really, really short lineup at that point in time. I would say Perella's been outstanding. That ball he hit, it was one of the hardest baseballs I've seen hit all year. And I think it was still going up when it went out. But he's been huge for us. He's been the consistent at-bat guy every single day that he's been here. And so he'll be right back out there in that same spot tomorrow.
Phil Maton's been really good for you all season. Was that a situation on the RBI groundout where you probably should have gone home?
I'd have to really look at it. What I love in a young guy is he's got enough feel for the game to recognize he's up 2 runs. And a lot of guys are going to feel like, I can't let a run score against me, and they're going to try to jam that play into the plate. Then you're going to be in a really bad spot if you don't make that play. That's the right play there, unless you're 100% sure you're going to get the out, and that's a selfless team play too. So it says a lot about him in that moment that he can think through that. He's always got his head about him. So I think he's probably should have given him one more batter. The way it played out, I just have so much confidence in Brad Hand getting somebody out, and Brad's been huge for us all year.
Talk about the aggressiveness of Will Myers in the 8th inning. He led off the inning with a bunt and then ended up stealing second.
Yeah, it's he flies. Will's as fast as just about anybody in Major League Baseball, and a lot of people don't realize that because he's over there playing first base, and then he's sitting in the 3 hole, and you put him in the 1 hole, and he starts thinking about bunting and running and some of the different aspects of his game. He's capable of doing a lot more than people give him credit for. So it was a great bunt. Great stolen base. Neshek's a tough guy to steal against. It's a timing thing, and you have to go on your timing rhythm, and he did a great job.